Welcome back to Reaction University. I'm Corey.
And I'm Dana.
Today we're reacting to Stranger Things.
Season 3, Episode 6, Pluribus, Unum.
What she said.
Means out of many, one.
Of course. That's exactly what it means.
Well, let's get into it.
I don't understand. You've seen this before?
Not exactly.
Then what exactly?
All you need to know is it's bad.
Steve? Where's your wrist friend?
Back all those Russians, really?
No, but it's probably.
Yo, he's savage.
Dusty?
Yeah.
He said I won't forget you.
Where'd the old girl go? Did she go in there already?
She went first.
Okay.
He's here.
No.
At least that helps you. If it starts to go under there, then you just open up the door while it's doing its thing. Open up the door while it's doing its thing. Open the door while it's doing its thing before it forms itself on the other side. That's what you gotta do. People don't think. Can you go through the door while you're letting the whole thing form? Okay, so now
it's in between her and the door.
But she should have opened the door while the thing was trying to. While the thing was going through the door, you open it.
You could develop a mouth and just bite you right there.
Well, it's gonna be a lot better.
John
That happened.
Real hard.
That thing don't really want to. It's taking a long time to get it.
It's always kind of taking its sweet time. They got there first?
Jesus.
Yeah, they took their time. Alright, girl.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Don't go through the sewer.
I'm like sick to my stomach.
It's time. Hey! Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. What are you doing? What's this doing here? Over there with the rest of the goddamn food stalls is rocket science. Sheesh, do I have to do everything myself? The highway patrol, they're all on the lookout. I got eyes everywhere. Second he pops up, I get a call. A call? Yes. Bring some backup with you this time. Backup? Some comrades. Since last time he got the better of you.
Please, I'm sorry. I have a bad temper. I'm going to therapy.
Fry, pack of Marlboro Reds, and one extra large Slurpee.
Burger King is nowhere near the 7-Eleven, by the way.
Never said it was.
Uch точно не торговый центр.
Floyd, is it Nika?
What is that?
He says it's strawberry.
I'm sorry?
His Slurpee.
He did ask for a cherry.
Well, they didn't have cherry. They didn't have it. And it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Because it all tastes the same, okay? It is sugar on ice. You tell him that.
Как я просил. He respectfully disagrees. It's not the same at all.
Bust that
and
guy's
he
face
was
right
right.
open.
Sure.
Turn the TV off.
You tell him
Focus.
he can forget it.
Нет уговора.
He says no cherry. No deal.
What's he expect?
His own. Cherry Slurpee! I get him his cherry Slurpee. Then what? He wants a helicopter to charter him to his own private island. I have dealt with assholes like this my entire life. He's scared. Not of us, of them. He's scared of that 7-foot-tall Russian freak who could have killed him just as easily as us.
I believe he is now driving away.
Jim?
Ладно, клубника с этим прикольным подставочкой.
The devil dog's away, so Al will close the gate. Yes, of course.
So all that shit you told me, Lucas was there?
Yeah.
My brother, Lucas Charles Sinclair?
Yes.
I don't believe you. So if we don't find a more efficient method to stop these scams, we're never gonna find help. And your ice cream buddies are screwed.
Yeah, with that attitude they are. Jesus.
12.5 days.
Did you just do all of that in your head?
I'm good with numbers.
Holy shit. You're a nerd.
Come again?
You are a nerd. That centaurs and castles and dragons and magic are all standard nerd tropes. Ergo, My Little Pony is nerdy. Ergo, you, Erica, are a nerd.
Like way later.
Oh, that one's done.
Who do you work for?
For the millionth time, I work at Scoop So High. Scoop So High. What the hell?
Poor
Look at
Steve.
my outfit. Look at my outfit. You think I just wear this? I'm a spy in a sailor's uniform. And ice cream. Ice cream, okay? You guys know what ice cream is. Everybody loves ice cream. I don't know if you're Russian ice cream or if that's considered gelato. I don't know what's what.
I like this guy.
Who do you work for?
Oh my, no, seriously.
Oh no. Steve. Steve?
What did you do to him, Steve?
What did you do?
Don't touch him.
We have the very best.
Let us
do?
No. Yes, from the Hawkins Post. I called a couple days ago about Petey. Yes. I was just following up to see if anything else had gone missing or if there's a pattern, okay? Consistency to their behavior. They've been feeding on these chemicals since this started, and what, they just stop out of the blue?
Maybe they have all the chemicals they need. Maybe they've all turned into those things.
But what about the source? Who do you think should decide Elle's limits? Mike or 11?
The way that you frame that is such bullshit.
It's not bullshit, Mike. This is your whole problem. And it's also precisely the reason why she dumped your ass. I'll dump you?
Yeah, because she is conspiring against me. She's corrupting me.
Enlightening her. And Elle's not stupid. She knows her abilities better than any of us. Exactly, thank you. And she is her own person. Exactly. With her own free will. Exactly. Elle has saved the world twice, and Mike still doesn't trust her.
You want to talk about trust, really?
Words.
But what if I was?
Then, bro, seriously, Mike?
I'm just trying to demonstrate how careless Max is with Eleven's powers. In fact, how careless all of you are. You're treating her like some kind of machine when she's not a machine, and I don't want her to die looking for the fluid when they've obviously vanished off the face of the earth. So can we please just come up with a new plan, because I love her and I can't lose her again.
What's going on?
Nothing. Just family discussion.
Just a family discussion.
I found him.
They're located near transformers. They're stealing from your town's power grid.
Why build this key here? Why are they not doing this in their own backyard? What are they trying to do? Blow us to smithereens?
Зачем было создавать ключ здесь? Почему не в Союзе? Чтобы навредить Америке?
What is Smirnoff doing?
Я продемонстрирую.
Showing me.
Вот эта соломинка – это ключ. С ее помощью я хочу пробить флешку
Okay. It
Допустим,
says
это
the
коробка – это
straw.
барьер.
They're using it to penetrate a hole in a box?
А теперь представь себе.
A doorway between worlds.
Однако, ключ всего лишь половина этой формы.
But it seems this key was only half the equation. Healing.
Jesus Christ.
So this door is open now?
Этот барьер сейчас открыт.
Children!
He's now thinking about Elle. This entire time, he's now thinking about Elle.
Yeah. Is now naked. Sorry, exposed, compromised.
I will get you there. I will get you to your key.
I'm asking what the hell's so funny about that?
Что так смешно? He says he likes your courage. You remind him of a fat Rambo.
Но даже обычный Рэмбо не смог бы туда
And he says that he...
Jackpot.
Hey, Destin,
Yeah,
how big did you say that Demogorgon was?
big. 9 feet or so. Why? Erica?
What the hell is that? A deadly weapon. Could be useful.
For what?
What do you think? Taking out commies, saving your friends?
Hey, stop yelling.
Steve! Oh my god. Steve! Are you okay? No, your other leg. Yeah, okay. You see those scissors? Yeah, well, I think that if we move at the same time, we could get over there, and then maybe I could kick the table and knock them into your lap.
And I can cut the vines.
Yeah, and we could get out of here.
Got you. Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
We can do that. There's morons. There's scissors in here?
Yeah, morons.
Morons.
Three. Holy shit! This is gonna work. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ah!
It's okay. It's okay. Don't cry, Robin. Are you laughing?
It's just too trippy, man.
We're gonna get out of here, okay? Just, you gotta let me just think for a second.
Professor loves it for him or something.
Do you remember Mrs. Clake's sophomore history class?
Mm-hmm.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, so you were always late. And you always had the same breakfast. Bacon, egg, and cheese, or a sesame bagel. I sat behind you 2 days a week for a year. Mr. Funny. You were a real asshole, you know that?
Yeah, I know.
But it didn't even matter. It didn't matter that you were an ass. I was still obsessed with you. Even though all of us losers pretend to be above it all, we still just want to be popular.
Yeah.
At least it can't get anyone messed up in this.
You know, I wish I'd known you in Click's class.
Yeah?
Really, I do. Maybe you could help me pass the class. Maybe instead of being here, I'd be on my way to college right now.
And I would have no idea that there were evil Russians beneath our feet, and I would be happily flinging ice cream with some other schmuck.
Where were you two going? Try telling the truth this time, yes?
Wait a sec, wait. Hold on. Okay. Wait, what is that thing?
It will help you talk.
Did you guys say something?
Like truth serum. Don't drink that.
And that's not normal, right?
Alright, and-
Billy staying in his room on the 4th of July? No, that's not normal.
He wants us to find him.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. If we go to Billy, then the rest of the flayed know where we are.
It's a trap. I agree. We'll be ambushed. We won't be surprised.
It's too risky.
Yeah, and unnecessary.
We can't go to Billy, but I think there's another way. A way for me to see where he's been.
Oh, I forgot. His heart was really hurt when he thought she died.
Mm-hmm.
And he was really mad at Hopper for.
Something's wrong.
There's a boy. It's Billy. It's California.
It's memory.
Philadelphia Public Library.
This is Jim Hopper, Police Chief Hawkins.
I got this number from. Oh no! I got it.
You wrote it down and kept it in your wallet?
Antique Chariot. Listen, an entrance at Star Court Mall. I know how to get in. but I need backup, a lot of backup. Have them call me back here at 618-625-8313.
Your message will be relayed.
So that was
Now we, doing, Joyce, what are you doing?
Philadelphia Public Library.
Yes, hello. This is Antique Chariot's partner, Wheelbarrow. I think Antique Chariot properly conveyed the urgency of our situation.
What are you doing?
Can you just sit around and wait for a call?
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to stay calm.
If you want to lose your job, here's what's gonna happen. When I hang up, you're gonna get up off your ass and you're gonna go find Owen and tell him what's going on. We don't have time to talk about it, and neither does he. He's gotta get to Hawkins and he's stand me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, and good day.
It's been exactly 1 minute, Joyce.
That's 1 minute too
Yeah.
long.
He doesn't know about the gate, but he knows about other information.
Well, he knows about the gate. Like, they told him.
No,
Honestly, I don't
they
really
told
care.
him.
They told him.
What
in
did they
season
tell
two, They
him?
told him a lot of stuff, but he said, I can't relay that to the press.
Right.
I gotta
Yeah.
mix it up with some truth, with some fake stuff. And some, a little bit of truth.
Water it down.
Yeah.
Want to know a secret? I like it too.
Poor of it. That's the drug.
You messed it up. Would now be a good time to tell you that I don't like doctors?
Let's try this again. Yes? Who do you work for?
Excuse. Excuse away.
You broadcast that stupid spy shit all over town, and we picked it up on our Cerebro, and we cracked it in a day. A day! You think you're so smart, but a couple of kids who scoop ice cream for a living cracked your code in a day, and now people know you're here.
Who knows where here's Suka?
Well, Dustin, man.
Hey, Steven.
Yeah, Dustin Henderson.
Steve!
Long gone, you big asshole. And he's probably calling Hopper, and Hopper's calling the U.S. Cavalry. They're gonna come in here commando style, guns a-blazing, and kick your sorry asses back to Russia. You're gonna be 2 pieces of toast.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Hurry up! Dustin, hurry up!
Hey, Anderson! That's crazy. I was just talking about you.
Oh my god!
Get ready to run.
How come he knew who the friend was? She's such a little, small friend with the curly hair.
Wait, you're afraid you're gonna get hurt, is that it? No. What's then what then? What? What that race? A pussy or a son? Leave me alone! Hey! That's right, run like you always stop lying to me! I'm not lying! Saw him again, did you? Continue!
Wait for me! You're lying! Stop it! Stop
I bet you Billy's not naked.
This is your new sister. Her name's Maxine.
Max.
Shake her hand.
So that's the eye of the storm.
I think I found it. The source.
Where, El? Where are you?
Mike? Mike? Mike!
He can't hear you.
You shouldn't have looked for me. Because now I see you. Now we can all see you. You let us in. And now you are going to have to let us stay.
That's quick.
Well, he could have been got.
So now they all like basically been activated.
We're building it. We've been building it for you. And now it's time. Time to end it. And we're going to end you. And when you are gone, we're going to end your friends. And then everyone.
So, what do you think?
Ugh. I feel like I could barely even like take notes this episode.
I got a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think, to me, I don't feel like, I mean, obviously, there's noteworthy things in this episode, but I feel like I just needed to process it.
I think that's kind of like, I needed to, like, I was digesting it. Like, I spent a lot of time digesting it. Here, back out of it, because I don't want to see anything that I don't want to see, because I don't need to actually see anything here. So, I don't know.
You want me to go?
Yeah, you go first, because I'm still
So,
like,
that was a good episode.
it was good.
So Elle obviously showed up, beat up the creature in the hospital, threw him through the wall, so it fell on the floor and went to the sewage and sucked up itself back into the mine.
That's absolutely disgusting.
The mine, what's the thing called?
Mind flare.
The mind flare.
Like, that's just a horrible. Can you imagine toxic glue? I mean, who you talk to, this might have already be happening, but toxic glue going through the sewer. Ew, it's just so gross. It's so gross.
Got an idea.
No, please.
So, I'll put a pin. I'll take notes of that.
My fear was that they were gonna get other people by having gone through the sewer.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. All right. So, so Steve get beat up again because Dustin was like, "See you on the other side." Basically, left him.
But I mean, they wanted him to. They told him to.
So they got they got beat up. Well, Steve got beat up, and then he got taken with the Russians, and the Russians wouldn't believe anything he was saying. While he was trying to tell him, like, no, I work at this ice cream place, and
which is true.
And we end up in the wrong place, wrong time, really. And and Nancy basically told, not Nancy, what's her name, Robin ended up saying, hey, like, your code is garbage.
your
was able to
code
break
was,
it.
Yeah, being broadcasted all over the place.
So really, at this particular point, the Russians really believed that they were just some random kids that were.
Well, we hope so, because they started to take his fingernails even after she said.
Yeah,
that.
but when she told him the code, like, look, this is literally how.
Okay.
Like, we heard the code, so they gave him enough. I think that's like, why would they lie at that point? Like, they told me the truth. They told me about the code. The code, yeah, we've been broadcasting this code, and yeah, it's a pretty crappy code because a couple of kids was able to break it.
Right.
And got them to the situation, but at the same time, Steve was like, yeah, they would probably call the cops and call the U.S. military, and they're going to probably all powers down on him. I don't know if he believes that because he don't think they may have that kind of connection.
I mean, the timing was just pretty epic because that's when the alarm started blaring, and that's when the kids had destroyed
at that particular point. They know someone is tampering with stuff,
but they also obviously are aware of Dustin and Erica. I mean, which makes sense. I'm
or
sure
Dustin at least, not Erica.
Well, I'm sure they probably, because they saw the kids running through the place. So then,
true, yeah, it's true.
Because at first I was like, how does he know he has a little curly-haired friend?
Right.
Then I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
I'm
actually pretty shocked that they didn't even ask where's your other friends are. You're like, who are they? Who are they? But still, I would be like, who are they? Where they live? You better tell me.
Then again, too, the size difference was much more obvious that Dustin and the others were kids. Do you know what I mean? So, or Dustin and the others, that Dustin and Erica were kids.
Robin confessed her love.
Wasn't love, but she just admitted that she was obsessed with him. But I had a feeling that was coming anyway. I think the difference is she also said though, it's like, I was in class for you in a whole year and you never even noticed me. Like, I'm well aware of the fact that you were a jerk.
Mm-hmm. But she still just wanted to be in his presence.
Yeah, because I mean, any kid kind of. I mean, I guess she's saying that no matter what level you were, you still on some level cared about popularity.
I was right about the Russians, about them looking for, like they said, they've tried multiple different times in Russia, but it was hard to do that because the wall barrier was so great.
The combination of both key and location. And what they said, the difference between, they were trying to go through a box which has a sturdier wall, but in Hawkins, it's as thin as paper because it's still healing, so it's much easier to punch through.
Right.
Which, I'm like, if they knew that the wall was still healing, then I'm thinking, you have to know that this is a bad idea.
I think they knew the Americans got through a dimension and that they closed back that dimension. I don't think they know the
extent of the evil.
But I don't know how powerful Elle is, and I don't know how much they're going to really explore her ability. Yeah. But Elle is legit. She's definitely powerful because it didn't seem like it was hard for her to basically rip open a portal into another dimension.
Well, the first time she opened it was an accident, but she had to be super intentional about closing it. She was in floating thing.
Yeah, she was in floating thing. But that's my point. She was floating in that little tub that sank. Well, the big tube in the season 1, and they show that they asked her to go deeper than she's ever had before.
And she found the Demogorgon.
And then touched the Demogorgon, and then it basically
scared her.
It scared her and literally brought the Demogorgon's reality forth.
Yeah.
Right.
And she screamed, and that's what created a lot of energy. Right. And she opened the gate.
My point is, with that big giant beam that the Russians were doing in Russia, trying to penetrate a dimension, all that is
she's more powerful than that.
Is my point. All I'm trying to get to is she's
more powerful than this device that they've been developing and having to put a bunch of green energy gloop into to make it work. She's more powerful than that.
Which gets me to this last point. The green gloopy fluid.
Let's not call it gloop. Let's call it
the green juice.
The green juice. There we go. It's energy.
It's acid.
What?
It's acid.
It's a chemical. We don't
It's
know that
literally
it's acid.
burning. It's burning through things.
It's a powerful energy source that can
So
destroy
my
things.
thought is that is what you'll use against the Demogorgon.
Like, use that against the Mind Flayer?
Mm-hmm. It will eat literally. The thing is, so
it does
the thing
eat
about
through it.
the thing about the Demogorgon is
The Mind Flayer.
the Mind Flayer. It came from another reality.
Right.
And in the other reality, it was probably way more stronger, way more powerful than on this side.
Where it's having to find material
It has to
build
find material
and like
so
formulate
the
itself.
problem is with the reality that it's in is it trying to dominate this reality, but it still has to be made of matter.
Yeah.
Which in the other world, it did not have to be made of. It could be made of whatever product was over there.
Right.
Whereas over here, it has to be made with matter, and every matter has to have like some kind of properties
Right.
that still is held to the same laws of our reality.
That's a good point.
Which mean if you are using rat juices to make
So
your body,
gross.
right? Now it's using really human the human juices. So
But it's carbon based. Basically, we're
it's
all
using
carbon
based material.
Right.
So it's going to have to
Get something that
get
can eat
met
that.
with the acid, and the acid is going to eat it. It's going to eat it right on up. It's going to dissolve it.
Yeah,
You're gonna
maybe.
dump a bunch of it on it.
But I mean, the only thing we don't know, sometimes things can form chemical reactions you don't expect. So, yeah.
But I think
it's a
I think that's what the Mind Flayer is not thinking of. The Mind Flayer is thinking, I made it over to this reality. I'm about to
building
make,
up
I'm gonna, and it's not
strength.
thinking like, oh shoot, I forgot, or I didn't think of. I have to. I'm still
bound.
held by you guys' reality, by your carbon material. You know?
Yeah.
So
I'm so curious too because it made a note to say it was eating fertilizer and it was eating chemicals, right?
Mm-hmm.
People were eating chemicals and it needed to amass a certain amount of chemical, I guess, for it to morph into its final form.
I mean, so if I'm just to think about this, everyone seems to be made out of that matter, like for it to dissolve into a lump. So is it safe to say if you get infected, you're done? Like there's no
getting it out of you.
because you literally are built with that like the carbon that it was.
So maybe
literally you melt on demand.
So melt on demand.
You see
So
all them
maybe
people-
okay. So maybe
like
it
Heather's
starts
gone.
off.
She ain't coming back.
Yeah, I know she's not coming back.
None of the kid and all them that was falling, they ain't coming back. They're
But maybe
done.
it starts off like a hosted virus situation, right? Maybe it starts off that way. But maybe that's why they needed those chemicals. Maybe them ingesting chemicals that would kill you as a human helps to change your molecular structure, like to where it's able to be manipulated by the virus as opposed to the host. And so maybe it does something to help bond the two, because with a host and a virus, the host can overcome the virus, or the virus can be killed and the host can be, under some circumstances, the host can be saved. But maybe the things that it drove the people to eat or want to eat was something that developed like a bonding process, between the two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see
Which
that.
is what allows
So in other
it-
words, if you get infected, you need to be chained from eating all these different
You need
chemicals.
to be changed
So if you
by
don't-
something so that
if you're not chained up, you're going to try to find material.
changed.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you get infected, they need to basically quarantine you, put you in a place where you can't go out and try to get freaking chemicals to digest.
Yes. Yeah, potentially.
And if you don't do that, then you still have basically a way back.
Right. Potentially.
Maybe. Alright, so I'm going to give this episode, I think this is a solid 8.5. Like, you're right there in the middle of that 8.5. I think there was a lot that was done. Got me the way it concluded made me really excited for the next episode. We got 2
Right.
episodes left, guys. 2 more episodes. Pretty excited about what's going to happen. But that's a solid 8.5. What you got?
So, some people might say it doesn't deserve this rating, but I actually think I want to give it a 9. And the reason I want to give it a 9 is because of the way it held my attention. It was different. It wasn't necessarily that it was as like, you know, big bang boom as some of the others would have the big fight scenes. This one was like that. I could feel the crescendo, and it built in a way that kind of like forced, like I was kind of just like sucked in. I almost couldn't even. I had to like digest it. So I don't know. Like I feel like the next 2 episodes are gonna be that finale type feel, right? This is definitely not the finale type feel, but this, in a way, like I don't know, it just had me sucked in. I don't know.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
And even the way like 11, like when she was, you know, the situation with Billy, and I couldn't tell if, you know, when she started to fall, was he like able to pull, like what, I didn't know if he was pulling her somewhere, but I thought that was very well done because I didn't know what was going on with her. She kind of just got dropped into his like bucket of memories and the whole mess there. And when she thought she was out, she wasn't. And
she was like in a nightmare. She thought she came back. But she
yes, kind of, yeah. But that's something new we haven't seen. To Mike's point, she was able to get memories that her mother shared, but that was a willing participant and someone that loved her. So this was her first experience, like infiltrating the mind of.
But she kind of went like through. She went like, I mean, like I don't know if you guys seen Inception. Like she went through
the dream inside the dream.
Inside the dream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Versus when she went to her mom, she was next to her mom.
Right.
And she held her mom's hand, and she was able to read her memories.
Right. This
versus
one, she
going
located Billy
to the dream space. Go find Billy. Found Billy sitting in the bed, grabbing Billy by the hand, and going to his dream space.
Yes. And then it even seemed like his dream space had dimensions to it. There was like this passive part, which was his memory bank, and then there was this like active part, which was like low-key controlled by the mind flayer, where you could tell there were like elements of Billy, like
he was crying while he was talking.
Yeah,
like,
and
he was
like,
in tears.
Yeah, and he's like, Mike can't hear you in here. You shouldn't have come found me, because now we can all see. So
he was
like
in tears because he knows he's being used.
Right.
To the point where he doesn't want to. I mean, at this particular point, I mean, Billy is also blocked. He ain't coming back. There's no way.
I don't think there's any way. We haven't seen him eat chemicals.
We didn't see Heather eat chemicals.
Well, she cooked up chemicals and fed them to her family.
She sure did. But there's no way
that Billy has not eaten chemicals at this point.
There's no way. Unless he had to not eat chemicals for him to be in a certain mind space for the entity to use him, and he doesn't want him to be too
Well, everybody else started going back to the mind flayer to become one with him.
But him. Billy was the only one sitting in his bed at home.
I don't know. I'm very curious. I feel like Billy's not going to make it, because I feel like whenever they do a character arc where they take a character who's kind of hated, that you know has a backstory, and when they finally give you the backstory, and it's one of like pain. It's like when you have a villain and you watch the villain's character arc story. You know what I mean? Their backstory that shows their character arc. If it can make you like sympathize and maybe even empathize with the villain, then usually I feel like that's when they're about to inspire the villain.
We'll see.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Comment below. Let us know.
Yeah.
Great episode. 8.5
really
for me.
good.
9 for her.
9 for me.
We'll see you in the next episode. Well, the next time.
like, subscribe.
Please.
Yes, definitely.
Do all that jazz. Like, subscribe, put some comments behind there. Below there. And
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yep.
Peace out.
Bye.